So we've been asking this question, Rich. If these companies did so well during the pandemic, why shouldn't we think that comps are going to be harder after the pandemic? And people say because they've made these strides and they've gotten up to here and they're going to stay here and go up from there. Is that what's going to happen?
Well, I mean, look, you've got a fundamental change in behavior, right? I mean, people have shifted. They're going to go back and buy stuff in stores and go to retail stores, but there's been a fundamental change in behavior. I don't think it ever goes back. I mean, I think consumers have learned and shifted a good portion of their spending and adoption, the ease and wonder of e-commerce. That is now the largest and fastest growing vertical on Facebook. That's not going away. Are comps going to get harder? Is IDFA and Apple going to present some small headwinds? Sure. But the growth rate of this company is so much greater than anyone anticipated. The power, if you are trying to move, products off shelves or cars off lots, there is simply no better way than marketing on Facebook. And that's what this quarter demonstrates. It's just an incredibly powerful and valuable company.
So, Sarah, you combine what Rich is saying with the consolidation of power. Now it's advertising, not just thought and everything else that we see with social media. When do regulators, look at, isn't this another reason for regulators to sit up and take notice? And isn't that the real issue with some of these companies is what's Washington planning for them? And I'm not sure I believe the Biden administration will be any worse than maybe a Republican administration because, I mean, they lay golden eggs, these companies, don't they? Are they really going to do something to them?
I mean, they're really hard looking into this. One of the biggest threats for a company like Facebook is that if some of these investigations end in settlements, the provisions in the settlements is going to make it a lot harder for Facebook to acquire new companies, which could make it a lot harder for it to grow its businesses and innovate. Now, in the short term, I agree with Rich. I don't think anything is stopping these companies from continuing to grow. I think the pandemic habits are here to stay, and it's not just e-commerce, but also linear TV is dying, and people want to put more advertising into digital. But in the long term, I do think some action is going to be taken on these companies. It's probably going to end up in some sort of large settlement. Do I think that's going to kill Facebook's business? No, but it will present a roadblock for sure.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.